Hi guys, I'm thiellatenorio, and as you can see, I'm starting this video with a bare face because today we are talking about olive skin. If you have olive skin like me, especially if you struggle to match your foundation for it, this video is for you. Okay, this topic is super important, especially if you're a makeup artist. So if you like this kind of content, just keep watching and let's get started. Okay, so first things first, what the hell is olive skin? So guys, if you just think about an olive, you notice that it has that subtle greenish tone, right? It's not fully green. Some olives are almost yellowish. So we use this term to describe the undertone of your skin or even the undertone in foundations, concealers, whatever. And I can say it's one of the hardest undertones to identify. I hear a lot of people, especially my videos, saying like, I can see orange undertones, yellowish undertones, but when it comes to olive undertones, I cannot see it. And I always like to say it's all about practice, you know? Once you get used to spotting olive undertones, you will start noticing that practically everyone looks like Shrek. The world is green. I like to say that. And there's even a myth like to know if you have olive skin, just look at your veins on your wrist. So if you have green veins, then anyway, look, that's a lie. And I'm gonna explain to you why it's actually easier than you think. Of course, it all has to do with color theory, and you guys already know that color theory is my jam. I love talking about color theory. So yeah, so talking about color theory, we have the primary colors: red, blue, and yellow. And I think you guys already know that when you mix blue and yellow, we get green, right? But the point here is the amount of yellow and blue in that green create different shades of green, and that's when olive skin shows up. So if I have a color green and I start adding more and more yellow, I'll still have green because it still has blue in it, but it'll become a green yellowish. Are you guys getting what I mean? That's why so many people confuse olive skin with a yellow undertone. I'm the perfect example. For a long time, I thought I had a yellow undertone, but I could never match yellow foundations to my skin tone. I always felt like something was off, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong. And the same thing happens when I start adding more and more blue. I'll get a more bluish green. And this undertone is actually easier to identify because, like I said, the yellowish green can be confused with yellow. But the bluish green, it's easier to identify, to notice, except if you are a smurf or something. Okay, and about temperature, how do you know if your undertone is warm or cool? Guys, pay close attention to this. It's like a hack, but it's the key to understanding everything you need to know about temperature and color theory. Keep in mind that temperature is all about comparison. So if I have a yellowish green undertone on one side and a bluish green undertone on the other, and you just compare them, tell me, which one looks warmer? That's it. Now the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. You see, it's the same process for everything. Oh, okay, let me show you. I have these lipsticks here. So here we can tell which one looks warmer and which one looks cooler, right? This one warmer and this one cooler. Okay, so now look. I have now this lipstick side by side. You see, the one that looked warmer before now looks cooler next to this other one. So that's why you don't need to look at your veins to check if you have warm or cool undertone, you see? Okay, so that being said, let's move on to the practical part. I think I already deserve your subscription, right? I mean, I literally just explained some advanced stuff that you don't usually find for free here on YouTube. So go ahead, subscribe, hit the like button, and by the way, if you want to dive even deeper into color theory, just check out our ebook Demystifying Color Theory in the description. Okay, so if you have olive skin, or if you're a makeup artist working with olive skinned clients, you will probably notice that every foundation turns orange, right? That's actually a big hint that you might have olive skin. So I have this foundation here. Actually, I'm gonna apply two different foundations so I can give you more examples. Okay, man, this one, it's too dark to my skin tone, but anyway, it's a plus. Okay, so basically, let's think about it. If I have a green undertone and I don't see any green in this foundation, I only see orange, so I need to add a green pigment, right? The trick here is to pay attention about the intensity. Remember what I explained about green with yellow and green with blue? So the shade of green is the key to adjusting your foundation perfectly. Okay, so I have this palette. To be honest, I really like it because it gives me different colors to work with. Now let's pay attention about this first foundation on my face. It's orange, okay, but also it's a bit too dark to my skin. So it means that I cannot use a green that's too intense like this one. So in this case, I'm mixing this green with a white pigment to get a light and green shade. Okay, so let's mix this. Okay guys, look at this magic, or as I like to call it, color theory. Okay guys, in this side I'm gonna do the same thing basically, but with a higher amount of white because this foundation is way darker than my skin tone, right? Okay, maybe I exaggerate a bit on the white. Okay, to make it easier in case this happens to you guys, I just go back in with a bit of foundation. Yeah, now I think I did it. Okay, let me finish my makeup real quick and I will be right back to wrap up this video. And that's it guys. I really hope I answered all your questions about olive skin and color theory. Let me know your thoughts in the comments so we can talk about it. And don't forget to subscribe. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.